Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It Down. Before we go to the Ivory Sanctum, we do need to build some stables in Dresden for the middle game quest that I've been ignoring for most of the game. So you're probably looking to building some of these other things as well. 450, we've got, 182. Is that 278? I was off by 10. That's alright, math is not a precise art. Don't let those mathematicians fool you, because that's what rounding is for. Alright, army-wise, what do we got going on? Alright, send them over there. I'm going to combine the paladins. What I'll probably do is when I recruit my next general is focus on recruiting paladins for that army. Alright, let's head out. One day and 17 hours. Alright, threat neutralized. Alright, keep working our way down here. I'll deal with this army before we go back north and deal with the other one. Probably not how I should have my priorities laid out, but oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine.
No mistakes.
I'm always open to ideas.
The world has suffered enough.
Here, the inheritor, guide my blade.
Begone, fiend!
I will resist.
Also, I did not sell all the loot that I had in my inventory before heading out. It'll be fine. I can always drop it on the ground and pick it up on the way out. If I absolutely have to. Alright, let's see how we fare. Oh, we can recruit more soldiers. Ooh, Hedge Knights. A little expensive, but I think it's worth it, because they're extremely tanky. We'll have them meet my main army when they're coming back north. Deal with this other threat. Alright, it's quick save, because I'm a little nervous about fighting this army. Quick save again. Because it's a big army. I don't know if we have the damage to take care of them before they reach my front line and annihilate everybody. We shall see. It might be worth summoning elementals here, just to take a hit. Or even slow. I mean, they're grouped up nicely right now. Yeah, let's do it like this. I want to take care of these archers. Should have had him attack the other way around, because I think these archers are weaker. What was that? Dominate. Alright, so I think we can dispel that. I'm a little nervous about these guys running all the way across the map. If I charge him in, these guys will probably kill him. They're still pretty hefty units. So I think I'm just going to defend up here. Oh, he's going to go after my archers, isn't he? Well, I just opened up the archers. That was a mistake. Am I right out to meet them? Don't know if it's the best strategy or not, but... Alright, so we can do a fireball here or back here. I think the fireball is better used back here. So I don't have to waste an attack on these archers. I'm super concerned he's going to kill these archers. There's nothing stopping him. Well, actually, I take that back. There is something stopping him. Let's weaken them up. Maybe they'll survive the hit if they, I softened them up some. Yeah, okay, they didn't do nearly as much damage. They didn't kill a unit anyway. Alright, they didn't actually help the damage at all. Oh! Sorry, I can heal both those units, so it's not a big deal. I keep softening this guy up, I guess. Alright, doing pretty good. Let's get him... Well, let's heal him up first. Get him back here. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that, but the mongrels aren't worth a lot of infirmary space, so I can risk that. That's fine. We can take that. It's making these guys into a non-threat. I want to do this. Don't know if that was the best play or not, but I think we've got it. Okay, not a fan of that. Oh, that was wrong. Alright, we did it! Haha! Don't think I played that as best as I could, but we still won. The unit that's moving towards Dresden but fell under the succubi's charms has been defeated. Any survivors will be handed over to the priest to cleanse their souls. The dead shall be laid to rest. Only the succubi who committed this villainous act were chopped into pieces and dishonorably burned. Well, heck yeah. Alright, let's get this army back up north, where they're needed most. Alright, the Ivory Sanctum. Let's rest up, and then we will enter. Give these demons a thrashing. Do you Shalenites ever argue about what's beautiful and what's not? Do you gather in basements at night and hold bare-knuckle brawls to decide which paintings are worthy of Shalen? Such a thing was happening, and I am not being invited to them. But throwing teacups? That, unfortunately, I have seen. Sounds about right. Alright, the Ivory Sanctum. A pile of skulls in the middle of the scrubland is a sign that conceals the entrance to the secret hideout of Baphomet's worshippers. They've been hiding here for decades, planning assaults on the Crusaders, scheming and performing blasphemous rituals. A treasury filled with the secrets of the cultists, and perhaps their masters, can be found here.
Focus on the goal.
Alright, it's by his favorite
I am
time.
prepared.
A bright future awaits us. No
I will
reason to
lend you
pause.
my aid.
Adayana. Amoran Sentes. Amoran Sentes. Amoran Sentes. Mosi Travisi. Mosi Travisi. Patricio Curino. Gratio. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
Oh, yes, what?
I'm all ears.
Alright. I'm getting faster at that. Man, I'm not really doing anything different. Well, I guess besides not scrolling through the painted portraits to get to the animal companions. Which speeds it up quite a bit. I'm assuming there's some sort of guard to the entrance, so let's play it safe here. Wait. Oh, here we go. Alright, the Ivory Sanctum. Supposed to try themselves against a halfling. Come on, step up. If you're the world wound, then we're... I didn't get to finish reading that. Hey, we have backup. Alright, if you're the world wound, then wear the world bandage. Heh, that's what I assume they said. Hey, Descarite scum, get ready. Gonna poison the cockroaches. This isn't Ascari's followers, though. It's Baphomet's. I just realized that invisibility cancels out my mirror image.
Follow my lead.
Good job, guys. A nasty little place, this. But no matter. Clear powers will turn this place into a nice little cave garden. A wall inlaid with a whimsical mosaic of bones from humans, animals, and some unknown creatures.
Can't hide from me.
Off to a good start.
I finished here. Is there more?
I always like the detail of when you're invisible or stealth. Your characters whisper. And Kingmaker too.
They will break against our resolve.
Alright. I'm gonna charge this guy down.
This spell doesn't work like that.
Whoever I can.
You're irrelevant.
Let's try this way.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, so my party is currently blocked in here. Here we go.
Desna, guide my hand.
Healing is what I was made for.
Oh, and then mirror image comes back. Cool. So it's only disabled while you're invisible. Sweet.
A success worthy of praise.
A chaotic conglomeration of confessions from the Baphomet cultists. I murdered a Crusader officer, assumed his appearance, and served in a Crusade army for 10 years. I infiltrated the Inquisitor squad of Canabris, and selected the cultists that were to be burned at the stake for half a year. Nobody knows how much of this is true. I wonder if that's supposed to be Holrune. I mean, he's a bit of a jerk, but I don't think he's a cultist.
It went splendidly.
Alright, not gonna reread the first sentence. I used to be a paladin of the Eagle Watch. Then I succumbed to the temptation, murdered 2 of my friends, and came here. I cooked for a Crusade army for 5 years, poisoned at least 100 soldiers. And nobody knows how much of this is true.
A success worthy of praise.
The long and glorious history of the Ivory Sanctum is described on this tablet. The Sanctum was built at the time of the Second Crusade, and has served as a stronghold of Baphomet's unstoppable forces ever since.
A success worthy of praise.
This tablet is inscribed with the names of those who have ruled over the Ivory Sanctum since its founding. You recognize the last 2 names, Jerribeth and Xanther Vane. Bagpipe Fox. He just slithered on inside. Don't worry guys, I've got this. A familiar narrow shadow appears before you. The antennae of the creature's head quiver, its hands linked tightly together. You've arrived, Commander, comes a high-pitched voice in your head. You did me a grave insult at our last meeting, but I still want to speak with you. You've discovered my castle in the clouds, although it is a far cry from what it once was. Jerribeth's voice buzzes with irritation. I have something you need, information and assistance. You can help me in return. Let's talk. As a gesture of my goodwill, I even allow your companions to hear our conversation. See? I am eminently reasonable. What an interesting example of a demon life form. It's a Uliodru, a remarkable breed. Did you know that members of this species use their long tongues to lay their eggs inside a sleeping creature? After a certain period, the eggs hatch and have the ability to influence the thought processes of the host. Let's see what happens if I put this Uliodru's tongue in my ear. Nino takes a determined step forward. Away. Get away, creature. I'm here to speak to the commander. And what are you proposing? This place, the Ivory Sanctum, used to be my own personal domain. But in recent times, I have been forced to share it with a horde of allies. There's one among them who will likely interest you. Xanther the Plagued One. Jerribeth's voice chitters with emotion. It drops to a heated whisper. A swarm that walks. Mesmerizing creation. Who could have imagined that a mortal could be turned into something so extraordinary? He's behind many of the calamities that have befallen you. It is from his hands that myself and other demons have received our new abilities. Kill him, and the lords will struggle to find his equal for a long time. I won't simply stand aside. I will help you as well. I'll tell you what I know, and ensure that my servants do not attack you here in the Sanctum. I almost said Sanctum Sanctorum, which is Doctor Strange's house in Marvel. I think it also means like the holiest of holies in Latin. We came into your house ready to fight, and instead of fighting back, you're ready to give up your own side for us to kill. Even Windwag can learn something from you. You're beginning to understand. You see, demons hate everyone. Our own kind, our enemies, even ourselves. Our entire lives are based on destruction for the sake of self-destruction. If someone is seeking the bleakest and most appalling death for themselves, and everyone around them, what chance is there that they will feel compassion or friendship toward each other, or toward others? Uh-huh. So if demons are also monstrous by nature, know nothing of honor or fellowship, remind me again, why do we trust you? You betray your own kind. Why? Because I am a demon. You detect amusement in Jerribeth's voice. Rules, laws, loyalty? Seek them in hell and heaven, anywhere but the abyss. I served Lord Baphomet for as long as it benefited me, more than it cost me. I was the mistress here, in my castle in the clouds. The entire territory was under my control. But the Minago, that arrogant fool, botched the attack on Canabras and the Wardstones. Our laboratory in Dresden was under threat, and Xanther and his minions were quickly pulled out of the city. They offered up the Sanctum for his use, and made him the ultimate authority here, over me. I was forced out of my private quarters, made to live on the margins within my own home, as a horde of demons from Discari's armies were herded in. With Xanther playing commander, and his servants ruining all of my endeavors, there's nothing for me to do here. This place can fall for all I care. I'll find a new patron in the abyss. That's why I'm telling you. Kill our common enemy. I will help you do it. Xanther used to live in Dresden. Yes, close to Minago. Where do you think she got that pet Nabasu of hers? Where can I find Xanther? He's very close, in my former private quarters. There's only a wall separating us, but his lair is well protected, and you cannot access it from here. You have to make your way through the entire Sanctum, crossing the bridge and the main guard post, which is headed by the cultist Zenedra? Coming back will be easier. There's a secret passage from Xanther's lair into my rooms that can only be opened from the other side. You soon have a low opinion of Discari's servants. I served Discari myself once, but I changed masters because life among the Discarites was just unbearably boring. Unlike followers of Baphomet, Discari's minions have no appreciation for the finer pleasures. All they know is killing and ravaging. But you saw one of them, Darazand, in the battle for Dresden. He is a vivid embodiment of everything I despise about my former comrades. Primitive and predictable, butchers the lot of them. And what information are you willing to share with me? The information that you undoubtedly want more than anything. How the demons have started acquiring their new monstrous powers. It didn't start with Xanther, and it won't end with him. But I'll tell you what I know, only if you feel you're part of the deal. Yeah, I'm not about to make a deal with a demon. Die. What a pity. Seems I wasted my time on you. Oh no, I want something to you just like that. Try and find me. Yeah, we're not gonna work with her.
Sheldon, shield me from their sight.
Time's not waiting.
Oh, everybody out. Everybody out. What is this thing?
Let me help.
Oh. Oh, okay, it does that. I see. Yeah, let's avoid that. No, thank you.
Rely on
Sela
me.
should be leading the charge here.
Can't hide from me.
You
Alright,
are my
this is
favorite aid.
guaranteed to... Okay, I was gonna haste beforehand. I hear that noise? Crusaders are already here. Let's go fend them off, or else this is the end of the Ivory Sanctum. But not so fast. The end of the Ivory Sanctum came a long time ago. Who are we going to defend it for? For Xanther Fang and his idiot mages? For the defective demons they're breeding in the chambers that used to be ours? Fat chance. You're actually talking sense. Listen up. I know a safe place nearby. Let's hold up there, and when the Crusaders swat the Locust Lord, we'll come back here and put everything back the way it was before. Lady Jerribeth will take care of us. I don't think I've seen the things walk before. Gross looking. What are you all standing around for? Didn't you hear? We're under attack. The enemy's already here. Hurry up. Be ready to mount a defense. We'll try this. Your Templars are nothing more than meat for Discari. Raise your hand if you want to fight for the great Xanther Fang. The Templar turns towards Xanther's students. His voice shakes with fury. You come here and sully our refuge. Now you want us to die for you. No way. You first. Traitors. You want to hide behind our backs. No chance. A lot of enemies here, so we're gonna use a haste, I think. Wow, the frame rate. Oh, we're running right into a spell. Oh wait, no, never mind. It went away.
A calculated risk.
You crossed the wrong mark.
Yeah, whatever this thing is plague something. Whatever it was, I'm assuming it's going to show up again, so I want to identify it so I can try to counter it later. Some of them are using enervation. Not a fan of that. I don't see... I mean, there's a lot going on, so we've had to scroll through this for a while. Lake Storm shakes. Like she's on the actual companion that was affected. I'm assuming all the animal companions were. Ivu one. Bismuth ones. Okay, that's not that bad. I'm only gonna worry about fixing up
My will
Together,
is resolute.
we stand.
Bruchelai. You really need some dexterity. Still damaged
Search
a little
for
bit.
Beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Alright, that'll do for now. The statue of Baphomet towers formidably above his unholy symbol, Minotaur Head. Streaks of dried sacrificial blood can be seen at the base of the statue. I guess we'll check their loot as well. That's the little scroll bar thing. So, alright, there we go. A scroll of tsunami. A scroll of firestorm. Alright, some good stuff there.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I'm all done here.
Now, this legend tells how that a cunning Baphomet deceived Asmodeus, the Prince of Hell.
I'm rather proud of this one.
These legends tell of the love affairs of Baphomet, who ravished not only mortals and demons, but also the goddess Lamashtu herself. There's loot back here.
I finished here. Is there more?
Quarterstaff of the War Mage. This +3 quarterstaff adds +2 to the DC for all saving throws against spells from the wielder casts. The wielder casts. It also grants the wielder a +4 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, and a +5 competence bonus to use magic device skill checks. That's pretty good. In fact, it might even be worth Might be worth giving to Nenio. So the bonus. Yeah, it's just the use magic device skill check bonus that's overlapping. That's fine. Knowledge Arcana checks. This overlapping. Oh, armor. But it also says overlapping with Magician's Ring and... Yeah, so use magic device skill check. Increase the DC against all spells of the Illusion School, the wearer cast by 2. The +2 DC is also overlapping here, but we also get that +4 bonus to caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, so that's a whole separate thing. So we're still getting that effect, which I think is worthwhile, because our crossbow isn't that useful. This is overlapping with the armor. Okay, so these aren't actually clustered together. It's just showing all 4 things that don't stack. But the Magician's Ring is only in conflict with the Quarterstaff of the War Mage, and the Brace of the Wizard only in conflict with Mage Armor. Okay. Just making sure.
Are we ready to move out?
I think that's the first time we come across that. I assumed that it was only, it only lists what they were in conflict with when you hovered over it, but no, it's everything that's in conflict, just in one list. We'll have her use cantrips for now. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here, and the next one will continue through the Ivory Sanctum. That is a pretty good start. We made it here, at least. Alright, Bismuth. Alright, it's not moving around. I'm wasting buff time. Alright, so I'm going to call it here, and that's what we'll do in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys there.